It's an honor to address you here today on behalf of the European Commission. And my thanks to Finland for hosting this dialogue. There is quite a difference between Helsinki and Belém. 7 hours in a plane and about 30 degrees in temperature, I think. Although I will say yesterday I went to an event at the Nordic Pavilion, which is the hottest I've been to yet, so yeah, I don't know. But while our regions are quite diverse, we also have much in common. We face the same challenges when it comes to energy, to ensure that our supplies are accessible and affordable, secure and sustainable. We also share leadership in the global energy transition. We are both committed to honoring the pledges we made at COP28 to triple renewable energy, double energy efficiency by 2030 and transition away from fossil fuels so as to achieve net zero by 2050. When it comes to fossil fuels, the war in Ukraine has accelerated the transition in Europe. In a few weeks, the EU will adopt legislation banning Russian gas in Europe, and soon Russian oil will follow. This way, we are strengthening our energy security and independence while also making sure that we don't continue funding Putin's war machine. Dear friends, renewables form the backbone of the energy mix in Latin America. While the EU continues to make strong progress targeting 42.5 renewable energy by 2030, with our shared values and shared resources, we have great potential for collaboration. Combined, Latin America, the Caribbean and the European Union account for 1 billion people, representing 14% of the world's population and generating 21% of the global GDP. Together, we can be a powerful force to drive global climate action. That is why in May this year, I signed a memorandum of understanding with EULAC, the Energy Organization for Latin America and the Caribbean. We committed to strengthening our cooperation on energy matters. Since then, the EU has become permanent observer at EULAC, enabling closer coordination. And just a few days ago, the CELAC EU Summit took place in Santa Marta, further reinforcing ties between our territories. At the summit, we presented our Global Gateway package to support 24 electricity interconnection projects in Latin America and the Caribbean. The EU committed to over 2 billion euros to these projects, with added support from European private investors. This will improve security of supply, reinforce grid connections, and boost the deployment of renewables. And on the topic of energy partnerships, let me also mention our Global Climate and Energy Vision, which we unveiled last month. Through this vision, we combine foreign policy with trade and diplomacy to accelerate decarbonization and deliver mutual economic benefits for ourselves and our partners. In the coming years, critical raw materials will become especially important in our trade and energy relationship. The EU wants to work closely with Latin America and the Caribbean on these vital minerals. We already have strategic partnerships with Argentina and Chile, for example. We are committed to building fair, resilient, and sustainable supply chains, benefiting our regions economically and environmentally. This means ensuring local value addition, skills development, and inclusive growth. It means listening to workers and indigenous communities so that they can be beneficiaries, not bystanders, in this clean energy economy. So, dear friends, these are just some of the issues that I hope we can touch on today. Because it is clear that although our regions are separated by the width of an ocean, we are connected by a much deeper partnership. Together, we can unlock the full value of this partnership and unleash the full potential of clean energy for our people, our economy, and our planet. On that note, I thank you for your time and I wish you a fantastic afternoon of debate and discussion. Thank you.